We're still here at the 29th session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, or COP29, where science, technology, and innovation and digitalization are on the table. Today, we talk about the Low-M Initiative, or the Lowering Organic Waste Methane. At COP28, a coalition of international partners launched Low-M, an initiative to jumpstart a dramatic scale-up of global action to cut methane emissions from the waste sector. The ambition is to deliver at least 1 million metric tons of annual waste sector methane reductions before 2030, with 40 subnational jurisdictions and their national government counterparts, and to unlock over $10 billion in public and private investments. The national governments who expressed interest to participate are Chile, Dominican Republic, Nigeria, and Indonesia, while for subnational jurisdictions, those who express interest are Lagos, Rio de Janeiro, and Santiago. Joining me today is Weyinmi Okotie, Clean Air Program Manager at GAIA Africa. Hi, Weyinmi. How are you today?
Hi, Sonia. Good morning, everyone. Good to be here. Thank you.
So, Weyinmi, there's an incinerator proposal in Lagos, which is being opposed by 11 GAIA members in Nigeria. Can you tell us more about this proposal?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question. 11 GAIA members in Nigeria are opposing that incinerator, but then we also got a sign-on from 146 organizations globally and 251 individuals. These are environmental advocates from 64 countries who have expressed their collective concerns regarding the recent announcement to construct a waste-to-energy incinerator plant in Lagos State. And since the announcement on the 28th of May, we've sent some petition letters to the government, and we've also had a press briefing to engage several government officials and also educated locals about the threats of having or adopting a waste-to-energy incinerator in Nigeria.
Why is this a threat to the Low-M initiative?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that overview as well for about the Low-M initiative. But then the threats of waste-to-energy incinerator in the Low-M initiative is like if you adopt a waste-to-energy incinerator, is like taking one step forward and 10 steps backward. Everything about the zero waste hierarchy is first of all speaks about waste reduction. And we know that incinerator actually perpetuates the throwaway culture, which is about taking like fun. And so it's a threat, like I said. Organic waste management, or the Low-M initiative, aims to reduce methane emissions from waste. And the incinerator intends to burn waste. But this comes with a lot. And we also know that over 50% of our waste in Africa is organic waste. An incinerator doesn't need that. For instance, is going to burn that, but that's actually a resource. The Low-M initiative is talking about composting initiatives. These are initiatives that are going to provide jobs for people, Sonia. And this will provide jobs for people, and we know that Nigeria has one of the highest unemployment rates. And so the Low-M initiative is going to provide jobs for people. It's going to include waste because we're speaking about just transition in the waste sector. Then an incinerator, which is known to provide the least amount of jobs when it comes to waste management and intervention. So this is actually a threat to the Low-M initiative, and it's actually like it's proposing an incinerator as a methane reducing facility. It's a farce. It's a moment's farce. It's a joke. Thank you.
So where are we now on this call to halt the incinerator project? Are we working with the national government, other civil society organization? And I know there was an event at the Nigeria Pavilion the other day. So where are we now? How are we doing with this opposition to the project?
Okay, great. From the moment we heard about the announcement, the 11 GAIA members in Nigeria first had sent a letter to the Lagos State government requesting for a space to have a conversation about this, because we understand the pressure the Lagos State government is facing, just like many other cities, on their waste management challenges. But then some proponents are proposing this false solution, like a silver bullet solution, to take away, burn their waste and also provide electricity. Normally, for most municipal governments, it's easy to want to adopt this policy, but then Like I usually say, all that glitters is not gold. You need to have a second look at this. So we've tried to engage the government, but we haven't gotten the space enough to engage the government. We've sent a letter to the Lagos State government. We also had an event here at the Nigeria pavilion, which had some officials from the Lagos State government and Nigeria as well. But then we call for a space to have a deep communication to make Lagos State really understand what this is proposed. This has been proposed to be a solution to the waste management problem and energy crisis in Nigeria, but it really isn't. That's why we call it a false solution.
Despite the many successful community-led zero waste projects, why is incinerator still here? And why are we saying that the time is now to increase climate finance and shift it to scale up and replicate successful community-led zero waste initiatives?
Yeah, great. So just like I said initially, municipalities are under pressure to manage their waste. Most waste management systems are struggling. First of all, because of overproduction, especially when we talk about plastic waste, also organic waste. But there's a lot of waste coming in, and that's why we're speaking about waste reduction. Reduction not just at the consumer level, but also from the level of producers. We need responsible production. And as a result of this, like I said, municipalities are really under pressure to manage their waste. And then proponents or the industry is proposing false solutions as an easy solution. But then we know what happened for the case of Africa, we know what has happened in Ethiopia. That's been a mess. And we don't want that to happen. Imagine when they built the REPI projects in Addis Ababa, they promised to have more facilities. We need to ask the question, why have they not done more? Build more facilities in Ethiopia. There's a reason why. And then also for climate finance, there's also the CPI reports from GAIA and CPI and Police Institute that has really brought out some insightful findings, especially when it comes to climate finance and looking at the waste sector. We've identified that 30% of greenhouse gas emissions are from methane, and 20% of methane emissions globally are from waste from the waste sector. And we also see that 99, about 19, over 90% of funding has gone to all solutions. We believe this, of course, has been the influence of the industry, but then it shouldn't be. So in this COP29, which has been teamed or has been called the Finance COP, we are first of all calling for increase in funding for um, methane reduction interventions, especially from the waste sector. But we're also not just looking at the quantity, but the quality. We want to ensure that this finance goes actually to real solutions, interventions that have to do with reduction of waste, interventions that have to do with reuse and recycling for the organic waste sector, composting. And there are different ways. Like I said initially, there are so many social benefits, the health benefits, and the economic benefits of adopting real solutions. They're not false solutions that are costly from every angle across the value chain.
What can our viewers do to help with this, stop this project? And how can ordinary people, the people listening to us right now, get involved?
Yeah, I would encourage them to follow us. Follow us. We have a lot of information that speaks about against waste incineration and also zero waste solutions. These are very good solutions for communities, eco-friendly solutions. I would advise them to follow us social media and also reach out to us if you have any question, and we're always available to support us and also educate. When you learn, also pass the information to your leaders and to your friends, to your community. And I believe these are ways we can, in our own ways, also speak with our community, municipal leaders, if you have the opportunity, to not consider these false solutions, such as waste incinerators that perpetuate the linear economy, the take, make, and waste economy that we do not want to see. We want to see a zero waste world, a truly circular economy.
Are there upcoming events where you will be talking more about the Lagos incinerator projects, or are there any events where GAIA members will be speaking today and in the next week that you would like to share to our viewers?
Yeah, great. Just a few days ago, we had a conversation about this in the Nigerian pavilion at COP29 here in Baku, Azerbaijan. But then a few hours from now, my colleagues will also be at the newsroom, also taking a deeper dive into this. And we would crave your indulgence to follow us online to get even more information from what myself and my colleagues are doing over here in Baku.
So there's a press con happening today with GAIA. Can you share more about it? Who will be speaking? What are we going to talk about?
Yeah, just like I said, mentioned earlier on, colleagues, um, Mr. Dr. Leslie Adogame will be speaking on this issue. We also have Yannick, we also have Maria, Anna from Nepe Fagio, also speaking on various issues pertaining to waste management, how we want climate finance to work, support real solutions and not false solutions. And Dr. Leslie from Nigeria, STRADEV Nigeria, who is a GAIA member, will be dealing on this issue, speaking about how far we've come and what we expect from the Lagos State government and Nigeria.
And I heard Soledad Maya from the Waste Pickers Group is also there, and the Vice Mayor from
Exactly.
a zero waste city in the Philippines. Thank you so much, Weyinmi. Thanks for sharing your insights. To our listener, please join us again tomorrow as we continue to monitor the progress of our call to increase climate finance in the waste sector and shift it from harmful to impactful, prioritizing upstream solutions. For ongoing updates and highlights for the negotiations, follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube and in Facebook and also in X. So thank you once again.